Ever since Geraldo's release, the only thing that we've been getting is constant nerfs. And I guess my question is, when is this thing gonna stop, and is it actually necessary at this point? So as you guys might know, Geraldo is my favorite hero in BT6, and I am not a fan of these changes, especially all of these nerfs. And so today I want to show you guys, well, we're gonna start the video off by me just showing you guys the changes that happened in the latest update. So as usual, it is just mainly price increases, like for example the tube of glue, the genie, the pet bunny, the jar of pickles. Everything is getting its price increased. But in order for us to truly understand these Geraldo changes, I made a chart in which I showcased the release prices of Geraldo's items. So when Geraldo got released, these were the prices of some of his items, and then you can see on the right side the current prices. Now I also included the percentage increase so you guys can get a better picture of how big these increases actually are. So you can see some things getting like doubled or tripled in price, but at the same time, you know, I guess the average increase is like 50%, but some of the items have been at least getting their prices increased by 20 to 30%. Now on top of this, there are some undocumented changes. So for example, the sharpening stone used to last for 15 rounds, now it lasts for 10 rounds. The jar of pickles used to take away less attack speed, now it takes a little bit more. It used to give extra damage to 45 balloons, now no longer does that. The blade trap used to last for 9 seconds, now lasts for 3 seconds. And we're leaking a red balloon, so we probably need to switch this up to strong, I think. So basically, Ninja Q has been hard at work at nerfing Geraldo, and actually if you guys noticed in the chart that I showed you guys, I even threw in the placement price, which is $810. This is on hard mode. This thing used to be $600 on medium. So yeah, you were able to start the Chimps game with Geraldo. I actually found this tier list from update 31, which is the update in which Geraldo got released, and he was ranked SS tier, which is pretty much as high as you can go. In update 46, he is down to A-. So all of these nerfs are actually working. So today what I want to do is I want to see the impact of all of these price nerfs on Geraldo's items onto our economy. That's why you guys might be noticing that we're playing with this least cash modifier, so we're gonna be able to see exactly how much money we spend in the entire game. And then the goal is to play off of Geraldo mainly. So we're gonna be transforming some of these dark monkeys, we're gonna be using the genies, the glues, the camo detection to slow these guys down, and we're gonna be using a minimal amount of these outside towers. One of the problems that Geraldo always has is lead popping power, so we're gonna have to do something about that. I'm gonna place the glue over here, which indeed got its price increased as well. I think one tube of glue used to be $100, now it's $150, $160 on Chimps mode, but you know, these things, it might look like they're small, but they add up. I think even the pierce of a single glue bottle got changed up a little bit. So there we go, we get our first sharpening stone, which I guess is gonna be nice to just use on one of these dark monkeys here towards the bottom. I think we're gonna start with this guy. One pierce is gonna be absolutely fine. Can I? Oh my god, that was so close, but we actually did get it. That's very good. I'm actually keep buying these turrets. Oh, actually the glue expired. Let me place one more glue over here. Is that gonna be fine? Oh my god, the root spikes at the back. All right. Okay, so usually I use these creepy idols a little bit later in the game, especially in like the ultra late game, because they are able to stun mob class balloons for a brief second. But I feel like round 27 is gonna be a perfect time to try out at least one of these guys. You get a lot of them in stock nowadays, actually. So let's have one of these guys like this. And you know what? I think we even got a Worn Heroes cape. Yes. So which is the first dart that we want to transform? I think we're gonna do this guy here on the side. Yeah, there we go. I mean, he's getting blocked a little bit, but we're gonna remove the obstacle as well. I guess we could do a sniper, I think, just for like these early lead balloons, and then we can switch things up. Maybe we're gonna get like the Cherry's Fire, which actually got its duration cut in half. Used to be 10 seconds, now it's 5. Absolutely atrocious. Set down a village. Let's go like this. Let me buy the monkey commerce. We're gonna get, yes, look at these prices, so much better, especially if we're going for the sun avatar, which I'm pretty sure that we will eventually. Just absolutely amazing. But let's see how we do on these next 3 rounds. I think we're gonna need the sharpening stone, by the way, for 36 onto our super monkey, because it's gonna be a dense round. So let's just kind of watch what's happening. Pretty sure we're gonna have to do either the sharpening stone or the pickles or both. Yes, we're leaking. We're barely. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, why didn't we leak? Was it the sniper actually? I don't think it was the sniper. He set on strong. No, there we go. We actually leak on this one. So let's try it like this. Let's try with the sharpening stone. We give it the jar of pickles. Lasts for 5 rounds onto the jar of pickles. So this should last through round 40 and the Moab, which is really nice. And then the next upgrade is gonna be the knockback, I'm pretty sure. And then yes, look at how good this thing is. I mean, Geraldo does really save a tower, because look at all these buffs. So we're giving it camo, we're giving it pierce, we're giving the extra damage. This is actually, you know, he's actually making a tower do things that it doesn't normally do. So that's really nice. All right, so let's get ready for round 40. We want to get the knockback for sure. And then I'm just thinking, what do we want to do with these other dark monkeys? I mean, maybe we could transform them into, let's actually go for all tier 3 super monkeys in this case. So have this guy be the avatar. I guess we're gonna have the dark knight be here at the top. We're gonna set them on strong to target mob class balloons, and then this guy at the bottom is gonna be the robo. Yeah, it sounds like a plan actually. It sounds like a good idea, right? All right, so round 39 ending. Are we gonna get level 8 on Geraldo? Hope we do. Yes, that's very good, because we can do this. And is the Cherry's Fire gonna be enough? So let's just check on the buffs. We have everything. Jar of Pickles last round. I think this is actually gonna be more than enough for the mob, just because of all these Geraldo buffs. There you go. The exact reason why he is getting nerfed. I know, guys, I know why he's getting nerfed. Don't get me wrong. I know how powerful Geraldo is, which is, again, one of the reasons why he was my favorite hero in the first place, but come on. I don't like seeing my boy get nerfed, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, so we're gonna have the Cow Bloons on around 42, so let's get the Ultra Vision like this, and then I think I'm just gonna chill for a second with the Laser Blast because they're not necessary yet, I don't think. Alright, so this is really good because we have one more round left on the Sharpening Stone, and then I guess we want to keep this guy's a 002 up until round 48 for the Cow Purples. And I was thinking, because we're gonna be buying all 3 tier 5 Super Monkeys, you know what we should do? We should do another discount village, by the way, because we're gonna be spending a lot of money on those guys. So you know what? I'm actually gonna do it like this. We still haven't spent a lot of money. It was only the knockback and the Ultra Vision on this guy, so I guess we're still into like efficient territory. So let's go like this. Let me upgrade the Plasma Blast. We dealt with the Cow Purples on 48, so no more purples for a very long time. Let's see if the Plasma is gonna be enough to deal with this round. The glue has expired, and we're probably gonna need to be, as long as we hold. No, we're not holding actually. Alright, so let's go like this. Let me place the glue a little bit preemptively. I want to do a Cherry Sphere, I guess, on one of these turrets because this is a good spot. And then do we need something else? I guess we could give it the Jar of Pickles because it is still gonna be useful on the Plasma, right? Yeah, let's see how much of a difference all of these new cherry items are gonna make. And I think I should be ready with another glue because there are a lot of small balloons onto this round, so they might eat up through the purest of the glue. So I'm just gonna have it like this in my hand. Let's see how this round goes. Oh yeah, definitely so much better than last time. Look at this thing. They're not even going past the intersection. Oh yes, Geraldo's items in action, exactly what you want to see, guys. I mean, come on. Alright, so it's time to spend some more money from Geraldo, so let me use both of the Worn Heroes capes just to kind of make full use of these items, which is the main goal of this video. So let's go like this. I'm gonna get the Dark Knight. I still don't know if we should go for 203 or 023 actually. I think we can get some external buffs, but I don't want to go too ham on other side towers because this is gonna be a Geraldo run anyway. So let me just give them, like, I think just like a Jungle Jumps is gonna be fair for all these guys, right? And also the pet bunnies, we can now buy them. So let me actually start buying up these bunnies. The Bunny Paragon is actually one of the towers that I'm pretty sure, besides the price nerfs, it actually got buffed in a sense that it needs less RB and screen to get max damage. If you guys know how that thing works, it works similarly to the avatar of Rat. So more balloons on screen means that the bunny does more damage, so becomes more powerful later on in the game. Now let's see how we do versus round 63. So this might be a tricky one, but you know what? Geraldo actually has a solution for this one. So because this is a Geraldo test, I'm actually going to be using the Blade Trap. I'm going to use all 3 Blade Traps. We can also place a pet bunny, so let's do that. And yeah, I'm going to be using Blade Traps for round 63 because this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing in a Geraldo run, so might as well do it. So let's go like this. Let's just clear out all of these guys. I'm not sure, honestly, if these Super Monkeys can handle it. And the amount of money that we've so far spent is actually quite a lot. It's 57,000, and we're approaching the point at which we should start thinking about getting some more serious. Oh my god, that pink balloon. Alright, how can we make sure that thing doesn't happen again with the pink balloon? Maybe it was a little bit of RNG. Maybe switch this guy to first now, and that's gonna be fine. Yeah, there we go. I had this guy strong for some reason. Okay, so finally, let's get the Bunny Paragon, and this is gonna unlock a very, very powerful tower from Geraldo, which again is just gonna be so good, especially in the late game. So bam, there it is. And actually right on time for round 75. Look at the amount of money, 17.3, and the Sun Avatar is about 17.3. So there we go, right on time for this one, and for 76 actually. So this is gonna be our most powerful tower, which is not the most comforting thought given that we're gonna go into free play, but I guess Geraldo is gonna be here to save the day in a way. We can probably get some abilities so we can actually get some use out of the Rejuve as well, by the way. But yeah, look at 75 and just being made so much easier by, I guess, the Sun Avatar and the Cherry Spheres and everything. Let's see how we do on 76. Or actually, you know what? We don't even have to deal with 76. What are we talking about? We can just use this, the Blade Trap. Alright, so entering free play mode, this is round 82, and we only have one more tower left to buy. I should say one more upgrade left to buy, which is the Call to Arms. And then we're gonna try and survive off of Geraldo's abilities only until the end of the game. So far we've spent about $95,000. It seems like. I wish there was like a money spent on Geraldo indicator in the game. But basically the idea is to use Geraldo and see if we can actually hold off with these sort of mediocre towers going into the ultra late game. Alright, 84, we're getting close to the Call to Arms. So I'm just getting this thing because we need to have like at least one good ability so we can actually make use of the Rejuve as well. And also, you know, spend a little bit of money because why not? I mean, so far I'm happy that I bought the knockback on all these guys because the small balloons, these ceramics, it don't seem like they're moving way too much, but it would be nice if we bought. Let me just get the Call to Arms right now. Since all the remaining cash is going to be spent on Geraldo items, there is no need to save up money for anything. So first off, Sharpening Stone onto this guy. This thing used to be more powerful, by the way. Used to give +1 damage and +1 pierce. Now it's +2 pierce only, so that's a nerf. Let's actually give the Jar of Pickles to our Sun Avatar and to the Dark Knight. And I guess, well, maybe, you know what, we can give it to this guy as well because there's no extra damage for the Sharpening Stone. So yeah, actually, you know what, when you take into account all of these crits, does it actually make sense to give the Jar of Pickles to this guy? Huh, now this gets me thinking. I don't think so, actually. Yeah, we should probably wait for this thing to expire and not replenish it anymore. Alright, let's see how we do versus 4 ZOMGs. These guys are really powerful, so all of these super monkeys, look at them just shining from all of these Geraldo items. Something that we could do actually, oh, you know what, I'm actually gonna wait for round 91 and then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give the Camo Potion to one of our towers because the Camo Potion actually does give increased range. All of our super monkeys can see Camo Bloons, but you actually get the extra range, which is really nice. And let's see how we're doing. Oh, we're actually gonna leak. Wait a minute, can I like save this with a blade trap? Hopefully it's not necessary. Yes, there we go, but that was way too close. Oh no, I genuinely thought we were gonna do a lot better than what we're doing so far. Okay, so let's just deal with these Camo Bloons on 90 with these DDTs, and then we're gonna start buffing up our towers again. So how are we doing? It's only 3 DDTs. Yeah, there we go, no problem. All right, so number 1, give the Camo Potion to the Sun Avatar, give it a little bit of extra range. That's really nice. And then who's gonna be number 2? I guess do we buy this guy? I guess, you know what, I'm just gonna give it to this guy, so give him increased range as well. Let's make sure we give the Jar of Pickles to the Sun Avatar as well as the, oh wait a minute, we only have 1 in stock, so let's be careful about how much we're buffing it. Do we have the Sharpening Stone onto the Robo? Yes, we do. And then what else? I mean, I didn't stack up all of these turrets, but I guess we could start buying up some of them. Let's make sure we're buying them in the range of the villages. Oh my god, are we actually gonna need to do this thing now? And take a look at this thing, $120,000. This is exactly why I turned on this least cash modifier, so we can actually see how much money we're spending. And if you take a look at our setup, this setup is like, I don't want to say nowhere close to 120, but a huge portion, like tens and tens of thousands of dollars, have already been spent on Geraldo items. So yeah, these Geraldo items are absolutely starting to add up. And actually, we have some DDTs. The glue actually does start working at a certain point onto these DDTs and mob class balloons as well. So let's use one of them. And we just need to be extra careful with these items going forward. So let's check Geraldo's level first. This is going to be around 94. He's level 19 or level 20. He restocks the entire shop. So we have the money to afford everything basically. But we need to be very careful with the items and the ability usage. So first things first, 94. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit and I'm going to use the call to arms. And then we're probably going to need to use the reach if it doesn't come off cooldown for 95. Let's actually go like this. Let me use, we should probably be using Cherry's Fires as well, I think, before we get the restock. So let's go like this. Let's give all the super monkeys a Cherry's Fire. Now, how's 94 looking? It's still going out on the other side. I mean, we did hold. Let's see if we can hold the top wave as well. If it's this only one ZMG, yeah, which it is. There we go. So we held 94. That was really good. And yeah, let's see how we do versus 95. So we did get the 20. Oh, wait a minute. I did not expect this. I thought the level 20 was going to be on 96. So, oh, we could have placed the genies on this one. That's not good. All right, so let's replenish the Sharpening Stone buff onto this guy. And then I guess we could just give the Jerry's Fire onto some of our other towers. Just why not? Just max it out as well. Okay, so how is 95 going to do? We have a bunch of glues. Do we need to use them? If not, I would prefer not to. So far, it's doing well. I think I'm just going to use the call to arms just to be safe on this round. Yes, look at all these Jerry's Fires and the Sun Avatar and everything just going to town onto these balloons. Yeah, that's very good. This is like the Geraldo effect basically at this point, because these super monkeys, you leave them by themselves, they're just not winning this round and not winning any of these 90s by themselves for sure. Alright, so 96, a bunch of fortified balloons, so make sure we survive these small ones. And then for the ZMGs, we're definitely gonna need to do something. And actually, we're not even surviving the small balloons, it seems like. Oh, let's actually see. Maybe they can clutch it up at the back. We get the call to arms. Maybe this is actually gonna save the round. That was ridiculously close, by the way. Those nails that we had planted from before, are the nails actually gonna clutch it up? I think they are. Oh no, this is gonna get weird for 98, isn't it? Alright, let me just plant these nails as well at the back like we had them before. Some of them are gonna restock. Let me just actually have some of these creepy idols, just like a mini stun is gonna be fine. And then if we do get another call to arms, oh my god, this is gonna be like the call to arms run. Actually, can I just click Geraldo? Yes, go like this. Am I actually gonna save it with the blade trap? No, that's super close though. Alright, let's try it again. So call to arms is gonna save this huge wave of these small balloons. So we already saw how this thing goes, so I'm just gonna speed it up. And then when we get to the ZMGs, we need to figure out the game plan. So here's what I was thinking. Maybe place like one of these creepy idols here on the right side, so stop these guys coming out from the top. Or maybe we should have done this thing on the guys on the left side, because the guys from the top are the first ones. So this might actually not be that good of an idea. Let me have a blade trap like right here in the middle, and if we can buy enough time for the call to arms, which we do this time, let me use it. Let's see if this is gonna be enough. I feel like it is. I feel like the call to arms is way too powerful of an ability. I guess there are a lot of ways we could have saved this run. Maybe something like a rejuve to get the cooldown going as fast as possible. So 98 incoming, so we have the last 3, the most important rounds of this entire round. So let's do a buff check. So first off, I think the Sun Avatar one, yes, there we go. The Jar of Pickles expired. I think we actually give it to pretty much, well, not everyone, but like give it to a Dark Knight as well. And then let me use one of these creepy idols. Actually, I'm going to use 2 of them, and let's go for the call to arms. So the idea for this round is to try and save the genies, or at least if we have to use a genie, let's just make sure we use only one. And already this is not looking good, I don't think. Now we're going to leak on this one. I mean, we're somehow barely holding on. Wait, did I speak too soon, or is this actually GG? This is getting actually close. Alright, so let's be a little bit more proactive with these abilities. I actually want to use 2 of these creepy idols on this round, and maybe even like selling one of them is not going to be a bad idea, because it has this mystical shroud thingy, which is like basically an unstable concoction alchemist. And I also want to be using the blade traps as well. So let's be a little bit proactive with the call to arms ability. Let's not wait until the last second. So I'm going to use it like this. I'm pretty sure I buffed everyone, right? So this guy has the jar of pickles. That's the most important one, I think. Let's use the rejuve again. Let's make sure the cooldowns are back. Maybe like 2 of these glues is going to be fine. We have the call to arms back again, so let's use it. And I think this is pretty much about it, guys. I don't want to be spending any of the genies. I want to start using the genies on 99, and this is so much better than last time. Let me just try and save it with these blade maelstroms. If we had the previous blade maelstroms, by the way, they last for 9 seconds. These ones are only 3, but I think we actually do have it. Yes, there we go. All right, very good. So now let's place both of the genies, which do actually have camo detection. That's really nice. Let's get one more Jerry's Fire because we seem to have restocked it, and I think that the deities are gonna be fine. I mean, we do have one of the clues if necessary, but yes, we take down the 45 deities as well. Yes, the power of Geraldo, making just like the absolutely most unviable setup just somehow win. This is what he does. Actually, that's picked too soon because the bat still needs to get destroyed. I don't think so. Let me just just place all these nails, like just in case. Let me just have some of these items placed at the back. I think having the glue like about here is gonna be a good idea for the leftovers, the guys that get summoned. And then let's use the last blade trap as well. We have the call to arms, so I'm gonna use the call to arms, get the rejuve going, so we have one more call to arms when this thing ends, and that's not gonna be necessary because we actually do get the win. There we go. Now look at this thing. 3 super monkeys with a bunch of Geraldo items can actually beat Chimps mode. You only have to spend 143,000 to do so, which means that the nerfs are actually working. Keep in mind, this guy was able to do a 1 tower Chimps at one point in the game, so just being able to do it with like these 3 super monkeys is an achievement of its own. Although I'm pretty sure you can cut down a lot of these towers and still beat Chimps mode, by the way. But that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one.